On October the 13th, the Colts faced their next opponent, the 49ers, at San Francisco in a game that started with a sensational play.
Here's Dennis Patera, the newcomer, and the rookie from Brigham Young University. He'll be kicking off for San Francisco from left to right as we look at it. Timmy Brown and Preston Pearson. They're deep right at the goal line. Brown on the right, Pearson covering the left side. Here comes Patera forward, and we're underway. Pearson waiting for the kickoff and has it at the 4-yard line. Pearson, he's up the middle to the 10. Pearson to the 20-yard line. 4 blockers in front of Pearson now as he gets to the 30. Cutting back to his left to the 35. Have blockers ahead of him. Here's a block by Cornelius Johnson. Pearson at the 50. Brown throws a block for Pearson at the 49er 40-yard line. Pearson to the 30. He's being chased by Johnny Fuller. Pearson to the 20. Pearson to the 10. Fuller dives for him at the 5-yard line. He doesn't get him. It's a touchdown for Preston Pearson. A 96-yard touchdown return by the young former basketball player from the University of Illinois. And here's Pearson in the end zone. He's being mobbed and hugged, grabbed by Bill Curry and Roy Hilton and Alex Hawkins. The Colts go on top quickly. They lead 6-0.
And from that beginning, the Colts built up a 21-7 halftime lead on touchdown runs by Tom Matte and a Morrow to Jerry Hill touchdown. In the fourth quarter, the Colts went 95 yards in 10 plays and took a 28-7 lead on a Mackey pass. And on this Sunday in October, the 13th to be exact, John Unitas made his first appearance of the season. Here's Bill O'Donnell in Kezar Stadium.
Unitas is about to make his third call now. He's given 2 straight handoffs to Timmy Brown. Richardson goes right. Mackey is split as the right end about 2 yards. Goal to go on first down from the 6-yard line. Here's Unitas fading and throwing, and it's caught by Mackey at the 1-yard line, and Mackey for a score. Mackey caught the ball at the 1-yard line for the second time against Randolph, broke away from Randolph to score. So Unitas throws 1 pass and picks up a touchdown.
The Colts grudgingly gave the 49ers another touchdown in the fourth period, and as we go back to Kezar, the Colts have a 35-14 edge with San Francisco threatening again.
Second down, goal to go, 12 yards needed for the score. Brody back to the 20, sets the feet, throws, it's been intercepted at the 5-yard line by Volk. Volk is to the 20, Volk is to the 30 against Brody. He's to the 40, he's to the 50, and here's Volk to the 30. He's being pursued by McNeil. McNeil knocks him down at the 6-yard line. An 89-yard return of an intercepted forward pass by Rick Volk. He had to beat McNeil, and McNeil knocked him down from behind. So San Francisco's attempted touchdown drive is broken up by Rick Volk.
Timmy Brown scored the final touchdown for the Colts, who won a 42-14 decision. And here's what Rick Volk had to say about his interception.
Well, let's face it, you just can't go all the way every time, Rick.
Well, I'd like to, Chuck. When you're in the open, you don't want to stop, but in that case, so Clifton McNeil's pretty fast, and it was right there at the end of the game, and we had 2 minutes left to go in the game, and I was a little tired,
Now, just say, at your age, you're not telling me you ran out of gas.
Well, I don't want to say I ran out of gas, but it was a sort of a sloppy field out there today, and I just got a little tired, is all.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
Off to a blazing start, 5 in a row. The Colts collided with Cleveland and came out second best. Final score, Cleveland 30, Baltimore 20. This Sunday belonged to the Browns, and it hurt.
I'm sure every coach hopes for an undefeated season, and Don Shula, today you tasted defeat for the first time, and I wonder if what has been said by some fans could be true, that your team may have been looking ahead to the Rams.
Well, this is hard to say because we realize every game that we play is a very important ball game. We just didn't play well out there today. We didn't play well offensively. Earl, in the first half, didn't move the ball the way that he's been moving it up until this ball game, and then I made the decision to start the second half with John Unitas, who had been working well in practice all week long, and it looked like he was ready to play. And it looks like now, looking back after the ball game, it wasn't the right decision to make. John, in the beginning, tried to move our football team and had some interceptions. The interceptions were mostly batted balls that were hit up in the air, and they weren't really Unitas' fault. But looking back again on the football game and thinking what I would do now if I had it all to do over again, I probably would have taken John out one series earlier than I actually took him out of the ball game, and just wasn't fair to him. And I think a lot of the people that were disappointed should be disappointed in me as well as being disappointed in the quarterback out there, because, of course, these are my decisions to make, and I've got to live by what I do.
There was to be another Cleveland Sunday. Then came the Rams, the game. And I'm sure you remember some of this as we joined Bill O'Donnell in the third quarter with the Colts in front 20-3.
Better than 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and the Colts in possession. First time now in the second half. 1st and 10 for Baltimore at the Colt 34-yard line. Morrow feeding off to Matty, swinging wide to his right side. Glenn Ressler pulling out in front, Ressler blocking ahead of him, and it's Tom up to the 40-yard line, and Matty pulled down at the 42. A gain of 8 for the Ohio Stater, Tom Matty. So we'll make it 2nd and 2 right now for a Colt first down. Colts must earn the 44-yard line to get the necessary yardage and keep on going. This time, here's Jerry Hill. Hill smacking through the middle, and Hill might well have a first down. A 2-yard bust by Jerry Hill. And here's the referee, George Rennick, calling for a measurement, and it's extremely close. Chain gang coming on the field, and they're placed down, and Rennick says, yes, he does. First down, Baltimore. Okay, 1st and 10, Baltimore at the Colts 44-yard line. Morrow trying Hill again, cracking tightly inside, and Hill running into a gang of Los Angeles tackers. A loss of 1 by Jerry Hill back to the 43. Myron Pontios and the extremely strong Lamar Lundy knocked down Jerry Hill. So we'll call this a 2nd down, 2nd and 11 from the Baltimore 43. Earl Morrow, the quarterback, sending Richardson. Richardson goes out to the right. Morrow back a couple of yards, throws to his right, and Willie has it. And Richardson going out of bounds at the Ram 44-yard line, and that picks up another Colt first down. This is the first Morrow pass, incidentally, of the third quarter. In the first half, Earl was 7 for 20, picked up 135 yards in the air with that memorable touchdown heave. It went 44 yards. It went to Jimmy Orr. Okay, back to play again. 2nd and 7 now at the Ram 41. Jerry Hill's been the real running workhorse in this 5-play Colt drive so far. Jerry's carried the ball 3 times. Morrow ready to work at the Los Angeles 41. Mitchell and Mackey, they're both the double tight ends. Morrow, back he goes. He's got good protection. Morrow firing straight over the middle. Mitchell is down in the open, and here's a Mitchell catch at the 20-yard line. Tom Mitchell gunning his way to the 10. Mitchell's to the 5. Another touchdown for the young Mitchell, and the Colts are out in front by a score of 27-3. It took just 6 plays, 66 yards for the score. Mitchell's touchdown comes just after the 8-minute mark of the third period here.
The Colts ended up with a soul-satisfying 27-10 victory over the Rams, who had knocked them out of contention the year before. On November the 3rd, the Colts played the Giants at Yankee Stadium in New York, where they won a big 26-0 victory. This was the first of 3 regular season shutouts, as their defense crystallized into the best in the NFL. From the Giants game of November the 3rd to the Packers game of December the 7th, the Colt defense gave up only 22 points. This was an average of 3 points per game for 6 games, an unbelievably low figure. Furthermore, from the 4th quarter of the October 20th Browns game to the 2nd quarter of the December 15th game with the Rams, span of 9 games, the Colts didn't allow a single running touchdown.
Earl Morrow, is there a special feeling that a player has when he comes back to his former team and is able to beat them the way you beat the Giants today?
Yes, there is, Chuck. Especially you get traded in the same year. You got many friends there, and you like playing against them. You got a little special feeling. You want to go out and do your best. You want to prove to the other team, the coaches, especially that they made a mistake in letting you go. If you want to come out on top, and I had a little extra feeling for this game and really wanted to win it.
Just one more comment, Earl, as you enjoy this fine season with Baltimore, and particularly this win over the Giants. You have been quoted as saying that John Unitas has been extremely helpful. Could you be specific? What exact things has John done to help you?
Well, Johnny is a great individual. He's done everything he can for the team. He's out there working all the time. His arm has bothered him, but he doesn't complain. He just does what he can. He's helped me a lot on the sidelines during the games. We talk and we go over the game plan that the coaches have put up for the week, and we talk about certain plays. We talk about the other team's defenses just to make sure that they're doing what we've seen in the films. And then from there, our receivers come back and say, well, I can beat my man on this move. And then I'm sort of still new with the system. Johnny says, I asked him, well, what formation's the best so we can isolate that man out there? And Johnny comes up with it right away. And I say he does everything he can. He's helped me a lot in this manner as we talk on the sidelines, coming up with formations. He's been a big help. He's a tremendous individual.
Thank you, Earl Morrill.
The Colts, locked in a top tie with the Rams for the leadership of the Coastal Division, went to Detroit on November the 10th to play the Lions. With the Lions leading 3-0, Pearson took Jerry DePoister's kickoff 2 yards into the Colts' end zone and ran 102 yards for a touchdown. We asked Pearson about his feelings on that great return.
In football, a return of a kickoff for a touchdown is one of the most thrilling plays that anybody can see, and the Colts' win over the Lions today was really perked up with a 102-yard return by Preston Pearson. Press, congratulations.
Thank you, Chuck.
Was it set up to go left or right side or up the middle, or was it set up to go the way it did go?
Right. Well, we set it up to go right. Coach said that we were going to either go right or up the middle in pregame, and we decided to go right. And it kind of broke up the middle, kind of like, but that was because of the blocking the way it was going, and I had to make a cut, and it just happened to go up the gut on it.
When you're coming back full out and full tilt the way you were, are you able to identify the blockers in front of you, or do you just see a block and haven't any idea who it is?
You can just see the faint motion, the blur going across, but you know who's doing it beforehand, but you don't stop to look back and see what's going on or who made it. You just keep going as best you can.
If I remember correctly, out around midfield, there wasn't a whole lot of blocking, but there were some Preston Pearson moves.
Yeah, if you're going to call them that.
Probably a silly and a stupid question, Preston, but 102-yard return, how much does it take out of you? Are you really, really tired?
You really don't realize just how tired you are until you walk back to the bench, after you got beat on by all the guys that are happy. And I'll tell you, you try it sometime. Man.
No, thank you, Preston Pearson. Again, congratulations.
With a 10-3 lead, the Colts finally got it going in the third quarter, and we joined Bill O'Donnell at Tiger Stadium.
Timmy Brown is now in the backfield with Terry Cole, and swinging in motion is Brown out to his right to the near sideline, setting as a flanker back to the right side. Here's Morrill dropping back to the 10 with a marker on the play, completes the pass to the 45-yard line to Jimmy Orr, and Orr has been forced out of the Colts 49-yard line by Tom Vaughn. A marker is at the line of scrimmage, and the infraction is against the Lions and will be declined. Third down, 11-12 for a first down. The Colts have to get to the Lion 41-yard line for a first down, have the ball at their 47. Slot right is Timmy Brown. Cole is the running back. Morrill drops back 42. Pump fakes, now throws. Orr is going deep, and Orr with a great catch of the 20 to the 10, dragged down from behind, and Orr goes out at the 5-yard line. First and goal, Colts at the Lion, 5-yard line. Cole is up close. The handoff behind him to Matty. Matty slips at the 5, keeps running, spins off a tackle at the 2-yard line of Wayne Walker. Walker had a good cold head-on shot against Tom Matty. Matty had slipped at the line of scrimmage, bucking in over right tackle, and then he leveled off, regained his balance. Walker head-on shot, waist high at the 2-yard line. He bounced away from Wayne Walker and went in to score. It is Matty's sixth touchdown from scrimmage this year. 16-3, the Colts are leading. Boyd to hold at the 10-yard line. Michaels will try to go for one more point. Here's the snap coming back. Placed down by Boyd, kicked up, and good by Michaels. A time is out on the field in the score. The Colts 17, the Lions 3.
In the fourth period, the Lions scored a significant touchdown. Munson hit Billy Gambrell for the first touchdown against the Colts in more than 8 quarters, or better than 2 full games. Final score, Colts 27, Lions 10.